Hi everyone, this is Rajkumar. This video we are going to learn how AWS distributed their servers throughout the world. At the end of this video, we will understand what is AWS region, how we can choose AWS region, what is availability zones, local zones, finally wavelength zones. These all we will learn it at the end of this video. Basically, what is AWS region? As we all know, what is infrastructure? When you try to build IT solution, you should have the physical setup like data centers, computing unit, processing unit, then networking capability. These all should be available. This is called as infrastructure. So instead of you create it like you need, if you try to use it through cloud, then cloud provider will provide this. Okay, AWS is one of the cloud provider. They can provide infrastructure to us. So they are keeping this infrastructure and maintaining it in different area. This each area is called as AWS region. So this each area is independently operate. So there is no link between one area to other area. Okay. As of now, AWS are having this infrastructure in 245 countries throughout the world, and they have 33 regions available, meaning 33 location they are maintaining their infrastructure that we can see now. If we see this map, all the green area is called region, meaning that like AWS, they are maintaining their infrastructures in each and every area which is available in green icon. Okay. So if we see in Canada, they have a region, and if we see it in India, Mumbai, they have one region, and Hyderabad, they have other region. So similarly, there are 33 regions available throughout the world as of now. Now we understood what is AWS region, and you can host your application in the AWS region, meaning that like you can host your application in any infrastructure which AWS has. Like now currently, you know, right, 33 regions are available throughout the world, and how you will choose the exact location. So we have different factors to choose that. First of all, it's based on all the service may not be available in all the region, so it should be based on service what you want. So and then the pricing for each service will differ in each and every region. So you can select the region based on pricing of the service what you want. Okay, these are the two reasons. First two reasons you can filter out the regions and choose the region. And even though if you find more region, then there are other factors also matters. Example, like if you are hosting application in one country, the country customer data you are holding it, the particular country government telling you that like you should not use or store their country's customer information or user information in other countries data center, then you should choose the region which is available inside the country. Okay, this is based on a government policy. So likewise, there should be a different government policy. Based on that, you may need to decide the region. The fourth factor is very important one. It's based on a latency. If you are choosing a region, it should be based on where you have a more customer. Example, I have application, I have customer, more customer in India, then I should choose the region in Mumbai or Hyderabad. If I have more customer in United States, then I should choose any one of the region which is available in US. So I can have a less latency network, so application perform well, and there is less latency compared to choosing some other region which where I don't have customer at all. Now we understood what is AWS region and how I can choose AWS region. And next point is availability zone. As I already told, each and every region throughout the world are independent. Similarly, availability zone available inside the region also independent. What is availability zone? To understand that, first of all, I will give you an example. If you are hosting application and due to some reason and the particular region the server went down, then obviously there is a concept called disaster recovery. It has to, AWS needs to quickly recover and serve the customer. For that, they have this availability zone concept. Even though you hosted your application inside this AWS region, it will be in any one of the availability zone, meaning that the infrastructure or data center, computing unit, everything independently available in each and every availability zone. Example, if first availability zone due to some reason the availability zone one server went down, then obviously AWS will take care of it, make your application available through availability zone 2 or 3. Okay, this is how they are doing a disaster recovery. As we all see, we have a different region throughout the world, and inside region we have different availability zone. So each and every region should be identified by region code, and similarly availability zone will be identified by availability zone code. This is the region code of US East area, and if you see the availability zone inside that US East 1 look like this: US East 1A, 1B, 1C. Okay, so meaning US East 1 is the region, US East 1A is the first availability zone present in US East 1 region, and US East 1B is a second availability zone present in US East 1 region. Okay, that is how US East 1C also. So as I already told, availability zone purposes for disaster recovery. Then what about two other zone, local zone and wavelength zone? This two is mainly for to reduce the latency and improve the performance of your application. Consider if you are having application like online streaming application or online gaming application, this should perform well. You should not have any latency, otherwise like people won't feel better. Example, if you are using a Netflix, you should see the video without any buffering, right? Then only like you will feel better, otherwise like you may be getting irritated. So in this case Netflix, they are using AWS as of now, and like I have read the document, they are using this local zone concept. Like what it means is, so meaning that local zone is nothing but a area which is extension of region, which is actually present near to customer. So since it's near to customer, latency of the application which is hosted in the local zone will be lesser. That is why the online streaming applications and the online gaming application, it will choose the region which is having a local zone. And also one more reason is, the region where they have a chosen local zone, that region should have a more customer around the region. Okay, and the local zone also has a code, it's like region code and suffix, they have local zone indicator. Okay, then what about wavelength zone? This is mainly used for mobile application. If you are having a mobile device, we all know about 5G carrier. So this wavelength zone, it's mainly communicate through 5G carrier. So if you are having a mobile application which is hosted in AWS server, if that region has a wavelength zone, then obviously through wavelength zone, which is actually communicate through 5G carrier to your mobile. So using this, the applications will be perform well. This is also reducing the latency. Let's see whatever we have seen this now. We have already seen this map, that like whatever green color, it's all like already established regions which is available throughout the world. And if you see, we have 33 launch region as of now and 105 availability zones, 36 local zones, 29 wavelength zones. We see what are the region names and the region code. I have it mentioned here, like US East Ogio is the region name, and US East 2 is the region code. Similarly, if we see it for Mumbai it's like AP South 1, and Hyderabad is AP South 2. Similar, right? Singapore is AP Southeast 1, Sydney is AP Southeast 2. These are all region codes. Similarly, what we have seen for availability zone, it's like if you have some availability zone in Mumbai, then it's like AP Southeast 1A, and next availability zone will be AP Southeast 1B. Third availability zone can be AP Southeast 1C also, right? Okay, and the local zones may or may not present in all the regions, but the availability zone will present in all the regions. At least 3 availability zone we can see in all the regions. Minimum we can see 3 availability zone. Availability zone, it's mainly for disaster recovery. Okay, so if we see here, like between Hyderabad and Mumbai has 2 local zone and 3 available zone, whereas Hyderabad doesn't have any local zones. Okay, and similarly in east US side, like if you see Ogio, that has 3 availability zone and that doesn't have a local zone. But if you see uh, this region, this has 6 availability zone, 14 local zone and 8 wavelength zone. So the local zone and wavelength zones is optional to region, but availability zone is mandatory. We should have at least 3 availability zone in each region. A summary of this video, we understood what is a region, how we can choose the region, what is availability zone, it's mainly used for disaster recovery, what is a local zone, what is wavelength zone, these both are used for reducing the latency of the application. Hope you understood the content. If you have any question, please add this in comment. Thanks for watching.